Dom, how are you feeling after that performance?
Obviously I'm disappointed. We produced a really good 45 minutes and took lead. And then a 15-minute spell in the second half has obviously killed the game off. Alex has come in and held his hands up for third because we were pushing to try and get an equaliser. But the quality that they've got on breaks obviously very good. And they put game to bed at 3-1, and we huffed and puffed after that. But the 15-minute spell just after half time, when we need to see games out, we haven't. But you're going to get that with young kids, young players. They are going to learn. They are going to make mistakes, but they need to learn a little bit quickly than we are, a little bit more quickly than we are. And hopefully they'll take on board what we've said, and they'll be better players for it.
Did you expect as much pressure as there was for the first 15 minutes of the second half? It was quite an onslaught, wasn't it?
Yeah, I did say to him at half time, you need to expect a 15-20 minute spell straight after whistle. And obviously we didn't deal with it. We've said about Rowe, he loves to try and move the ball to get half a yard, and that's what he's done for the first goal, which I was disappointed with because we'd spoke about that. I know after playing against him that he likes to chop again to get his shot away, and we hadn't got tight enough to deal with that. The second one, the lads drifted inside and we haven't gone with his man and seen it out. We've tried passing him on when we shouldn't have done. But like I said, you're going to get that with young players until they start learning the game a little bit more. You are going to get that, but they need to learn. And obviously, like I said, Alex has, he's held his hands up for the third because we had some good possession up there, and then it's come to him and he had one touch too many, and they've broken and killed the game off.
So you can see 2 goals in quite a short amount of time. Is that frustrating to see?
It is, yeah. It is because we seem to be doing that quite a bit this season so far. When we've conceded one, we seem to be conceding again. But it's something that we're going to have to sort out because it can't keep happening. I mean, let's make no mistakes. We're up against a good team today. They look really fit. Obviously, they're full time. Full time. They're not. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They're in every day a week. And you could see that in their play in second half, especially in second half. You could see that. Obviously, I'm disappointed with the goals that we conceded, but there's some positives to take out today. Jarmo should have scored. He's held his hands up. We'd have come in 2-0 at half time, which would have given us an even greater cushion. But we created some good chances. We've gone through again. Jarmo's tried to dink keeper when he should have probably carried it a little bit more. We've had a deflected free kick that might have crept in. Quinny's had a header, which their keeper saved. So we've created some chances, but obviously we need to be a little bit more ruthless into the box when defending. I thought George did well today. What he had to deal with, he dealt with. He couldn't do anything about the goals really. So there is positives to come out today, but we need to obviously work on negatives.
Would you say there are more positives than negatives?
Yeah, I mean, we've come to league leaders who are full-time, who are spending a lot of money on players, pitch, ground, everything. So for I'd probably say 45 minutes in first half, we've given them a good game. Obviously they've had a 15-minute spell where their quality told an end, and then after that we were looking to push and get an equaliser. Like I said, Quinny's had an header that the keeper saved from. Jarmo's had a free kick. Jordan Fulis has had a shot straight after their second goal. So there is a lot of positives, but we can't keep coming in after games saying there's positives when we keep conceding the goals that we are conceding. And it's not a case of blaming it on the back four all the time, because we score as a team and we concede as a team, and it's just things, little things like communication that can help pass runners on, can help save a lot of goals if you talk to your mate next to you, because he can do something that you might not be able to. You might be able to pass a midfielder onto somebody instead of you going in and marking him. And we've explained that to lads after the game, that the 2 goals, especially in the 15-minute spell, could have been avoided by communication. So it's something that we do need to work on, but we need to remember that we've got young Brad playing at left back, who's going to obviously add that to his game the more experience he gets. Same with Josh. So there's a lot of positives to come out today, a lot of positives.
And at the moment, it's 2 weeks till you play again. What do you do between that time? Is it a good thing that there's a gap, or do you want to be playing more regularly?
We might have a game next week. Depends on if it can get arranged or not in our league. Training wise, we have to keep working on what we're trying to do. If you'll ask any of the lads, there's no stone left unturned, so to speak, in training. But when they cross that white line, it's sort of down to them in a way. We can make little tweaks like we tried to today with getting one of our strikers on their deep line midfielder, which worked in first half. Then when he started to run on a little bit more, that's where we didn't deal with it. But we did speak about that half time, about passing people on and following runners. And like I said, 15-minute spells killed game off. But apart from that, I were pleased with today.
Here at RNA Scott, we hold the MAN Truck and Bus UK franchise for Gainsborough and the surrounding area. But we don't just service and repair trucks, we do cars as well. Our competitive car service and MOT packages start from as little as £99 and include parts, labour and VAT. But we're not just fanatical about vehicles, we are passionate about football too and are proud to sponsor Gainsborough Trinity.